Then it just ends. Just ends. Just ends and the show starts. That's how it starts. That's how it goes. Welcome to Loud and Nerdy on a Tuesday night in March. We're already in March, Jerry.
Already. Time's flying.
2026 is flying by. And you can tell it's flying by the sheer amount of movies that are coming out in March. There's a lot of stuff coming out. We'll talk about that later. If you like the show, if you're new to the show, if you are joining us from places unknown or long known or wherever, or you're just tuning in for the first time, like and subscribe. You can see us every Tuesday night on the Indie Escape Network. My name is JW Colwell, the movie guy. Jerry Kamora from the band Slapjaw. We're happy to be here. We will have in this show a talk about Scream 7. Lots to talk about Scream 7. We'll preview Hoppers and The Bride. I've already seen Hoppers. Hoppers is great. And we will talk about Twilight Zone Redux. We'll get another pop culture gift from your basement, be it movie or whatever, in this episode. And, well, look at this. Look at what the cat turned up.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
I've been in the green room for a few minutes now.
I know you have, but I wanted to give you a big reveal. Hello, Raven. How are you doing? Delightfully Raven. Delightfully difficult. How are you tonight?
I'm here.
Welcome to Loud and Nerdy on a Tuesday. We got a lot of stuff to cover. Not a lot of time to do it, but if you're joining us for, again, like and subscribe. All those places. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Threads, X, or whatever the crazy person's calling it this week, or Twitter, or whatever the fuck it is. Join us and have fun and do like all kinds of cool things on Tuesday nights. We also on the Indie Escape Network, in case you're just joining us for the first time, we have a great show on Monday nights called Generation Movie that I also host with Rich Dries. This week we'll be doing Going My Way. We've been going through Oscar winners that are not the best of Oscar winners. And then we have other shows. We have The Boys Are Back. I don't think this week, but next week, Untrained Unscripted with Riot, Ryan West, and Joe Ridgely of the Indie Escape Network.
They're funny.
We have a lot of fun on Thursday nights. And then next week, if you're into indie cinema and everything going on, we have Mick Strawn and Jared Burris from the new indie horror film Pig Hill.
It's next week.
I've heard some things about. I've heard some things about mutated pigmen. Well,
yeah, it
should be fun. But Mick Strawn
it has some interesting moments.
Mick Strawn is a really talented effects and creature creator, and also like a filmmaker who's making his mark in the world. And we wanted to celebrate his new movie.
They may or may not have wrote a whole bunch of questions down to ask him, thinking that was this week.
Okay, well, you're prepared for next week. There's only 2
I'm sure
of them,
I'll find
so
a piece of paper.
we won't have 20 people on. So everything will be fine. Where to start? Let's start where it started at the box office this weekend. Scream 7. Well, actually, let's go back. Hold on. We'll get to Scream 7 in a second. Some comments. Hello, good evening, all. Joe Ridgely. Raven, you're posting comments in the comment section. Amazing. Good evening, friends. Not sure why Live Feed never works on an escape page. I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's amazing.
I've been giving out the YouTube page to people.
Well, maybe we'll start doing that. If Facebook and Meta are gonna fail us, we will have to jump into another pool.
There's always a way.
There's always a way to find us. We're all over the place. Let's talk about box office. Let's talk about Scream 7. So let's say you're making a franchise, and let's say you're opening your franchise in late February, and let's say that the reviews aren't great critically, and some of the audience reactions aren't particularly great either. We'll talk about it in a moment. But let's say you open to $63 million, which is the high. Like, I was reading the numbers, Jerry. It's astounding. It is the biggest opening weekend in the history of the franchise. It did $64.1 million domestically, $33.1 internationally. setting a new franchise record for opening weekend box office total of $97.2 million. And basically, it will definitely be probably the highest grossing Scream movie ever made. And so we're celebrating 30 years. The highest previous record, by the way, for a Scream movie was $44.4 million. So amazing. Also, another box office milestone. This opening weekend put it past, as a franchise, the $1 billion mark, which is...
So are you saying that next week it's going to plummet because of reaction?
Yeah, it's definitely going to plummet.
Oh, yeah. I've decided that I'm just going to wait till it's streaming.
All that sales were hype, basically.
Well, not hype. What I would say...
It's the hype
reviews
of the
are
movie,
killing
right?
it.
It's a
Like,
Scream
the one
movie.
review
Yeah,
I think is the worst that I've heard is Scream 7 is the movie that Scream, original Scream, makes fun of.
Okay,
and
so
I was like, oh, well, I don't have
say,
to give them my money now.
what I will say is a few things. There's a lot of things kind of rooting. Like the idea that it grossed $63 million is astounding to me, because there is technically a boycott going on. There are all kinds of other things going on out in the ether where people are not happy with various parts of this movie. Melissa Barrera got fired from this movie. Jenna Ortega then walked. Then the director got death threats about Melissa Barrera getting fired, so he walked. So then Kevin Williamson jumps in, and he's never it's first time directing, and maybe not first time directing.
First time directing? I thought he did one. He was involved in like the first and second.
Maybe not first time directing. I might have made a mistake there, but it feels like first time directing. It's first time directing a Scream movie. We'll go with that.
I don't get to point JW for a while.
So it made its sales because it's a Scream movie.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's what I will say about
Not
it.
Because
it was never going to fail. Come on.
Well, it could have easily failed.
Well, it's going to fail, right?
Well, no,
no, it's not.
No. It only needs about 100. It only needs about $150 million to be a success.
And they've already greenlit the next one.
Yeah, maybe
right now, right? They're already working on 8. But what I would also say is Paramount needs franchises. Paramount's about to get into bed with Warner Brothers and get all this debt, which is one of the worst things to happen to Hollywood in years. The idea that Paramount and Warner Brothers are going to be together, it's going to cut down the amount of movies. We'll get to that later. But what I would say about this is so it's good having Neve Campbell back. Let's start there. It's good having Kevin Williamson back. It has a vicious tone to it that's a little bit less meta about movies and more story driven. So
there was some meta points in it that were pretty.
But the meta stuff is not nearly as good as it has been with the franchise. I just think it's not up to standards. It's like one of those, like the meta in the franchise used to be sequels. Then they did the whole thing about if you realize that, if you get in all these new things and you're in a trilogy. And then the fourth one was about, people filming live, right? And, live cams, and then shaky cams and live cams. So there is no real meta thing here except maybe AI, but the AI stuff
definitely the AI that I.
But Raven, as somebody who's seen it, it's not good enough a meta commentary on AI. It's just not.
Of course not.
So that doesn't work. Neve Campbell being back works. Having a daughter works. Having her daughter be in the same place. But where that kind of branches off, it branches away from 5 and 6 into a whole other territory where is she the new focus? Is this character named Tatum, who's named after Rose McGowan's character in the first one, is she the new focus?
Well, the twins are in this one, right?
The twins are in this one. They're in it. They're in it,
and they're not killed off.
They're in it a little bit. I'm not giving any spoilers on opening weekend. There's no way. No way you're getting.
But they're not killed off.
They're in it. They're in it.
No, I'm saying they're already signed for the next movie. We know they're not killed off.
But I'm not. But we're not.
Maybe
They're
they're
signed. I
close.
don't see the movie.
Do you not
But I've read
realize?
articles
Do you not
of next
realize how many people have complained about spoilers on this show? I'm not getting into it this week. I'm just telling you where where I think the franchise really where it hurts is that the reveal of this one is probably this Ghostface reveal is probably the worst in franchise history.
The worst
by far, like not even close. It's not that it couldn't have worked. It's just that it doesn't work. Does that make sense? And it needed a little bit more something, and it's just not there. So I
don't think we were going to ever get either group happy, because you had the group that was like very much involved with the last two, thinking that's where they should go.
I think the last two are very good. Like the last two are very good, and you're right. And it is okay in these franchises. It is okay to move on to the next set of people.
Yeah.
But I think where this movie kind of becomes like the little meta that you get is that Neva's back, and the idea that she missed New York is constantly referenced in this movie. So it's constantly referenced, like they're talking about the idea that she had the contract dispute, and all the back stuff on this movie. It was just a very troubled shoot, right? So they had to rewrite the script because Barrera got fired. They had to rewrite the script because Ortega left. They had to rewrite the script because Landon, the director of Happy Death Day, walked away. And so all of these things come together. Now, are there good kills? Yes. There is one kill in particular I'm calling Fairy Flight that is spectacular. It's amazing. It's a great horror movie kill. There's also another one in a bar that's really great. There are a couple. But it's mostly slashing. You know what I mean? And then the killer reveal isn't great. So it made all this money. It made a ton of money early. It's going to definitely get an eighth movie. And I think you're going to get an eighth movie in the sense that people are going to want an eighth movie just to close business. And I think the funny thing there is
you were going to want an eighth movie, and the only thing they got to do to sell it is say Jenna Ortega's in it.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if Jenna Ortega is coming back. Jenna Ortega is very busy. Jenna Ortega is actually like a big, she got this and she likes being in horror movies, but she's bigger than horror movies right now. So I don't know that she needs to come back.
Agreed.
No,
but
I don't think
it's
Barrera
free. We can wait. What? How long was it between this and the last one?
But 11 years. Between 3 and 4 is 11 years, and then between 4 and 5.
So we can wait, and they can fill it with randos between that.
They're not going to because Paramount needs to make money. So I understand that. I like the franchise. I think it's fine. It's not a great. It's probably the worst Scream movie of all time. But that's, as I say to Jerry all the time, right? Jerry, what do I say? Even a bad Scream movie is better than
3.
It's better. It's worse than Scream 3. By far. It's by far worse than Scream 3.
Ooh.
It's by far worse. And then you know what? I rewatched Scream 3. Can I amend something? I said Scream 3 was bad. I rewatched Scream 3. I don't think Scream 3 is as bad as I thought it was. Scream 3 actually.
I was going to say, did you enjoy your rewatch at least?
Yes, I enjoyed my rewatch, and
I started to do a rewatch, and it just made me call my best friend from high school, and us sat there nostalgically laughing and cackling about how we got kicked out of our local theater.
I rewatched Scream 3. I first off, Roman's a pretty good killer. They set some things up. There's some good stuff going on. There's actually the only real big problem in Scream 3 is that Jay and Silent Bob are in it. But other than that, everything else is fine. And actually, the studio stuff works. The house at the end works really well because it's like a giant Hollywood kind of crazy man. It works better than I remember it. There's a great sequence with the mirrors and it works a lot better. This one, the reveal is not up to standards, and it's only Jerry, let me ask you a rule. Here, let me ask you a rule for horror films. If an actor shows up that you recognize, are they a minor character, Jerry? Like an actor shows up and you're like, oh, I know that person right there. That person right there. I know that person. What's the rules?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
and the moment it happens, I was like, okay, that's that. And then, you know, the Matthew Lillard factor. He's great in the stuff he's in. He's fantastic. And they just didn't have the guts to do what they had to do. So it's okay. It's not great. There's going to be Scream 8 because I think we're going to get fans wanting it, and I also think the people producing this one are going to try to meld the two worlds together. The twins are fantastic, by the way. You mentioned they're in the movie Raven, and I'm not saying anything else, but they are great. They are funny. They are the part of the other cast that works remarkably well, aside from Ortega, right? They work great. He's also, if you forgot, Gooding is actually, he's the lead in the Hard Eyes movie, and he's also going to be in Hard Eyes 2, which is just got greenlit, which I'm excited about because I liked Hard Eyes. So I would say it's a slight miss.
A good one of like the trailer gets more news than the movie. Like I've heard more about people excited about Scary Movie than they were about.
Oh, I will say the Scary Movie reaction in the theater shocked the hell out of me. Because I don't particularly think that's a good franchise. And I know people love it. I know people think it's great.
Yeah.
But the trailer...
The first, like, two were okay, and
then
then they just became more and more cringy.
Well, for me, they lead into a series of, like, Not Another Teen Movie and all that other garbage that came out. It leads into that.
They do.
It leads into a bad parody thing where we don't need it. But I will say the trailer is pulling no punches. It's filthy. Like it's a.
Oh, I saw it today.
It was a red band trailer. It is filthy as hell. And people in the audience were eating it up like something we've missed. And the other thing about it is they haven't parodied a lot of movies, right? Movie parodies haven't happened. So there's a whole trough of things. Like in the trailer, it hits Megan, it hits The Substance, it hits
Sinners, Hard Eyes.
It hits everything, and it just
hits Sinners hard.
Yeah, it hit. Well, it's a good joke. It's a really good joke.
Yes,
but
it
what
is.
I would say is the trailer response was much bigger than I thought it was going to be. And it just it's like something they missed. You know what I mean? And also, I know this is going to sound weird, but we're in a dark timeline right now. We need to laugh.
And we need comedy. Yeah.
We need some comedy. So,
definitely.
That being said, I will say, I think it's going to have a tough time holding on to number one. And the reason it's going to have a tough time holding on to number one is a movie I'm going to talk about right now that you guys don't know anything that I know about, but I saw it over the weekend at an early screening. Hoppers. Pixar's Hoppers.
I'm very jealous.
It's so fucking good. It's so good. It's
good.
It is.
Pixar needs a hit.
It is original. It is funny. It is everything that a Pixar movie should be. It's wildly weird. It's incredibly weird. It's a weird concept. It's weird, but in all the good ways that you want a movie to be weird for kids.
It's a movie. Isn't it a movie about like putting your brain into an animal?
I'm
pretty sure we've seen this concept before.
Okay, so basically it stars. It basically. I'm going to give a quick review. This is Mabel,
give us the plot. Come on.
This is Mabel Tanaka. She is a young girl whose grandmother is a forest ranger. And her grandmother, when Mabel has trouble at school releasing animals into the wild, Mabel goes to live with her grandmother, and her grandmother teaches her all about the forest and all about nature and about this little area that is part of a bigger town, but is like a nature preserve. And basically what happens is the mayor of that town decides he's going to build a highway, and all of the animals get kicked out of the little area. And Mabel's science teacher at college builds something called the Hopper system. And the Hopper system is taking somebody's brain and putting it into a lifelike robot facsimile of animals. And Mabel gets that and basically befriends all of the animals and leads an animal uprising of the human race.
Revolution.
Okay, just
oh, man,
pause. Is there not a Brandon Fraser movie like this?
I don't care. It's not as good
No,
as
I don't care if there is either.
Like,
this tells me simply I love animation. I'm just saying I'm having like flashbacks to Brandon Fraser.
This is Mabel, and this is Mabel, and this is the king of the mammals. It's played by Bobby Moynihan. The movie is weird and wonderful and wacky and super, like, very emotional, like where you're not expecting it. A little bit like WALL-E, where you're like, oh, they're making a movie about fat people, and then all of a sudden, like, all the good-natured human stuff that WALL-E watches, like that, like Hello Dolly and stuff. But it's weird, and it's so funny. Like
Furry Vengeance 2010, Brandon Fraser.
It's better than Furry Vengeance in every conceivable way.
Oh, probably. I'm just saying I know my brain went somewhere.
The idea that you brought up Furry Vengeance and discussing it is an insult to hoppers. Don't.
Oh, definitely not. Brandon Fraser is amazing. No. We're getting a Mummy 4.
It doesn't matter. Furry Vengeance is not a good movie. And there's a reason.
I don't remember what I had to do, but I remember I was babysitting a whole bunch of kids. They were excited.
There's a reason his career stalled, and Furry Vengeance is part of it. So anyway, these are all the animals, and like it's just there's a lizard. They all hang out together. The king takes care of everybody, and it's just there are pond rules, and it's Mabel is this wonderfully. She has a very strong sense of right and wrong, and everything about the movie is just magical. It is a magical Pixar movie. It's the movie, like, you can't really explain it. It's about people hopping in the bodies of robot animals, but this one person that jumps in she leads a rebellion of the animals.
We're going to be a 2.
Okay. So I got to ask you a question.
Is there going to be a 2?
Do you think?
Could they build a franchise out of this?
I don't want a franchise out of it. It's just, do you ever watch a movie and go, this is perfect the way it is?
Absolutely.
I do, but this is Disney, who owns Pixar, who makes money off merchandise.
No, but it's
They're going to do it like Planet of the Apes. Like, now they have their
like, for example, we've never gotten a WALL-E 2. We're never going to get a WALL-E 2, right? So it's like WALL-E in the sense that it has a very strong eco kind of like. Okay,
but it does lead me into my question. Is this another one of those things that Pixar does really well, and then everybody screams it's woke, and now nobody likes it because Seeing Red was amazing.
It's not. First off, here's the thing. I think Turning Red got a couple things. Turning Red was at home. Turning Red was at home. Turning Red, and I know you're going to understand this as the only female on the show. Turning Red was a female story, and female stories get pushed to the side for whatever reason. I'm not saying it that it's right.
Okay, but you can say that about a lot of. You can say that about a lot of the Pixar movies, is they are either classified as woke simply because they are, hard for men to understand.
Right. I'm going to tell you right now, it's too funny to be pushed aside as woke. It's too funny.
That's what I was asking.
It hits all the right.
That's what I'm getting at.
It hits the right tone. It keeps kids interested. It keeps adults interested.
Will it keep Pixar alive? That's what I'm wondering, because I'm really worried that
it's the best
Disney's
Pixar
just going to be like closed Pixar.
It's the best. Hoppers is the best Pixar movie in years. It's funny and weird and emotional and really well done. And if we're going to scream woke about this, I think you're going to have a real tough time because people will be too busy laughing. The jokes are so funny. The jokes are so fucking funny. Like little things.
I had a Pixar question for the guys, but I was hoping our Grand Poobah would show up. So I could ask
Oh,
all
that's
three of
good.
you
We
at
got
once.
comments. Let's do comments. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll cut that person.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'm going in. Hello to all. Facebook is working for me.
Lucky you.
Who'd you cut? What did they say?
There's mean people. Let's see. Hi. Hi, cat and dogs are cut 3. Hello. It's not Avatar, and there's actually a joke in the movie about it being Avatar. There's actually a whole thing in the movie about it being Avatar. Wow. I don't know why we got a wow, really. Noise. Anyway. Welcome to the show. Cats and Dogs Are Cut 3. Anyway. So it's really good. It's going to do very well. The other movie opening next week that I'm not sure on. I don't know how it's going to do. I don't know how people are going to react to it. This is the one that's going to get attacked for being woke. You wanted a movie that's going to get attacked for being woke? The Bride, directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
It looks so good.
It looks amazing.
It really does. It looks so good.
And you got Jessie Buckley, who's going to win an Oscar next week, or 2 weeks from now, playing the bride. And the way it's set up is that it's set up as a Bonnie and Clyde style movie. It's set in 1930s. Yeah, 1930s Prohibition era Chicago, where the bride is brought back to life, and Frankie, the guy that she's brought back for, they go on a crime spree.
I won't lie to you, as the token girl of this podcast, I can tell you that several girls that I know are talking about, they just want to know what and why the makeup's the way it is. I think it's a great design thing, but that is what people are talking about, and I actually do think people are going to go see the movie.
I think she gets thrown down the stairs.
Oh, that's awesome. I just think it's a great look.
I think it's blood. I don't know what it is, but it's certainly something we're going to be talking about. It's also a musical. It's clearly designed.
Musical.
It's a musical. It's got musical components. It's directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal and Jessie Buckley, and Maggie Gyllenhaal is the director. It has great potential to be original, something different that we haven't seen before. Buckley's a great actress. She's in Hamnet now. She's probably going to win an Oscar 2 weeks from now at the Academy Awards. So we'll see what happens. I think that movie cost a lot more than Hoppers did. It cost a lot more than Scream did. That's going to take a lot for it to kind of like land in place. The other problem is the next 3 weeks at theaters are packed, like jam packed. We'll talk about it as we get closer, but you have Undertone next week, which is the horror movie that everybody's talking about a podcast that plays sounds, video or audio recordings and opens up the doorway to something. You got the following week, you got Project Hail Mary, which is going to be the first major hit of the year, like $300-500 million hit of the year with Ryan Gosling and
the sun is dying. That's
right. Finding the alien, and it just everybody's talking about. Rich saw it last night. He said it was amazing.
Kids are gonna want that toy.
Rocky. Everybody's gonna want Rocky. Everybody's gonna want Rocky. Not kids. Everybody.
I always want Rocky.
But yeah. So that's coming out. Then the following week after that, you have Ready or Not 2. Here I Come. So that movie is going to be big too. You got a lot of stuff coming out in March, and then the following, like once we get into April, first week of April is the Mario Brothers movie, Mario Galaxy. So it's going to get very competitive very quickly, and I don't know that the Bride's going to be able to hold on to do what it needs to do to be profitable. But it could be one of those movies that becomes a cult movie, and and it just, Bale looks great. Buckley looks great. It looks like an interesting take on material. Dr. Frankenstein is being played by Annette Bening. Is Dr. Frankenstein is Dr. Actually, she's Dr. Euphronius. So it's like a play on the original Bride of Frankenstein. And so, and Jessie Buckley apparently is playing the bride and other characters as well. So it's like, it's got a good cast too. Penelope Cruz and Jake Gyllenhaal's in it and Peter Sarsgaard's in it. It's got a good pedigree, but the movie that everybody will be talking about will be after this week. I swear to God, I can't even put it enough. People will be talking about this movie because it's going to make their kids happy and it will make them happy. And therefore it will just bounce along for the rest of the spring, just making money. Cause it's really funny. Like I can't put into words how funny it is. It's just ebulliently funny and in a weird, good way is what I say about Hoppers. Okay. Got other stories. Hold on. The Bride looks amazing. Yes, it does. Amy Teresa, thank you for joining us. Good to have you back. Last known location, writer and star. We're happy to have you. Never thought I could see Bale as the monster. He looks great. He looks big and imposing and dangerous as the monster. And again, though, we're coming off a really good monster. Lordy was a great monster. So I think it's going to be a different thing because Bales can talk. He's functional.
I'm hoping it's different enough that we aren't getting Frankenstein fatigue. Sometimes people need to spread out these movies a little.
Ryan West, you bite your tongue. We need Happy. We don't need Zack Snyder. Get the fuck out of here with that. Stop it. Amy, Happers will bounce along all the spring. I guess I got to see.
He's just angry about not having a hooker at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe. Amy Teresa, yes, you do have to
Not
see
looking
it.
in the right spots.
I am wondering, Amy Teresa, if you and Danny Donnelly, the director of Last Known Location, did you guys watch Crawl? Is my big question.
Yes.
Something in the comments if you guys got to Crawl. If you didn't, it's okay. But I would like to know. So Bale is like Frankenstein. No. Well, no, I don't think he's that functional. I don't think he's solving mysteries. I just think he's
going on a crime spree.
Frankenstein from Fatigue. I know. I laugh out loud. I know what you mean. Didn't get there yet. No. Oh, when you get there, let us know. We want to know. We want to hear from you. When you get there. Also, when Certifiable's ready, we want to know. Anyway, that's just my crazy. Other news of the week. Things that jumped out. A couple IMAX listings for 2027 came out today, or future IMAX listings. The one that started it was Godzilla Minus Zero will be getting a worldwide IMAX premiere. So that means it will go day and date worldwide, which is great because
is your nephew excited?
He hasn't seen Minus One. It's not his speed. Also, it's all in Japanese. Very hard for him.
Yeah.
Having to read all the stuff.
Subtitles.
Minus One though. Minus One is like.
I haven't seen Minus One.
You've never seen Minus One?
It's a monster movie.
It's
We've went over this. It's a Godzilla thing.
It's what I would say to you, Raven. Is
I just found out Godzilla did this all to get drunk. Remember?
It's a really well done Hiroshima movie. It's more than a Godzilla movie. It's really well done. It has Godzilla in it, and he's great. And it's more like, how do I explain it? It's like Jaws and Godzilla fused. It works like Jaws more than it works because it's a bunch of guys on a boat fighting Godzilla.
It's got a whole phobia. Nah.
It's great. The other big IMAX news of the day
I'm so annoyed. Jerry. Really, she could not.
The original 1977 Star Wars will be screened in IMAX and February of 2027. So we are literally under
Nice.
11 months away from the original Star Wars with no bells and whistles, no special edition, just the original, just hand shooting first, just the original coming out in IMAX with the scroll and the ship and the I predict it will be one of the biggest events. The idea that we're going to see the original on the big screen again. And then come Christmas when they decide to release a big 12 disc set, it's going to cost like $7,000. And, but you're going to have it because it has the original, non-special edition versions of the movie.
2 seconds unseen for the first time ever.
Yeah, no Jabba the Hutt sequence where Han's walking on a tail that isn't there because the actor was actually like a guy. Just the original in all its glory. And like I said, I think they're releasing it in February. It will break we talk about box office records. It will break box office records seeing it in IMAX. Big screen, original. It will be hard to pass up. That was one of the big news stories of the week. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it bears talking about. If you didn't watch the Actor Awards on Sunday night, where a couple of things happened, where Michael B. Jordan upset Timothée Chalamet, Harrison Ford got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
He deserves it.
And yes, he deserves it. But what I will say is, it is one of the singularly great award speeches I have ever seen. It is poignant, and he's charming, and he's everything you want out of your childhood heroes, but also your adult heroes. And he was just great. And I can't put into words how great this speech is. It's available. It's about 8 minutes long. I put it up on my Facebook page. It is beautiful. And he's kind of breaking down a little bit, but he's also joking. He's like, this is a good way to get me motivated. Like getting awards. Like he's just, and he's like, I'm so happy that I've been awarded this award at this halfway point in my career. He was just everything you want Harrison Ford to be. He was, and it was glorious. And then a bunch of things happened where, Jesse Buckley won for Hamlet, which is right. Michael B. Jordan upset Timothée Chalamet for Sinners. Sinners won the Ensemble Award, which I got to tell you, we're going to talk about the Oscars next week and do like a whole Oscar preview. But I got to tell you, I think there's some buzz going around where I think we might have a split year where something wins Best Picture and something wins Best Director. And it's not the same movie, which usually doesn't happen. But I think there is a strong groundswell among the acting portion of the Academy, which is the largest voting block. I think the actors really love Sinners. I think the producers and directors really love One Battle After Another. And I think it's going to be a fight all night. And I just think it could be one of the great nights where, both movies rack up like 5, 6, 7, 8 awards. And then one wins Best Director and one wins Best Picture. And it's an easy to explain thing. I think One Battle After Another is great, but I think Sinners is the more important movie. And I think the actors, which gave it the Ensemble Award, which is essentially the Best Picture Award at the SAG Award, the Actor Awards. They're not calling it the SAG Awards anymore. They're calling it the Actor Awards. I think it's a real interesting groundswell where I think Sinners might be in line to upset One Battle After Another, which would be a great thing for horror films because
they're starting to make their mark.
They've always made their mark in the accounting side of things, right?
Well, they start everybody's career base. Right?
They start everybody's They start everybody's career. They keep studios in business. Like, for example, just a slight diatribe on the side on why horror films are important. So in 1984, New Line produces a little movie called Nightmare on Elm Street. 20 years later, they're producing The Lord of the Rings and winning 11 Academy Awards. Doesn't happen unless you have a guy in a sweater killing people in their dreams. And so it's about time. But Sinners is the right kind of, like, it's perfectly suited. It's a great ensemble. It's a well done horror film. It's easily my favorite movie last year. And so there's that. The other sad news of the week, and we're going to put it up so everybody can read it. For a moment, actually, let's do comments first. Godzilla bad at math. Rawr. Yeah, but he's pretty good at making movies. He's a pretty good actor. -1 was good. It's a great movie on its own right. Even without Godzilla, it'd be a good movie. Ford is killing it with Shrinking. I'm mildly obsessed. Shrinking is fantastic, and Michael J. Fox also was at the Actor Awards with the Shrinking cast, and he did his actor. They do a thing at the beginning of the show where they basically tell their story, some of their stories. And Michael J. Fox's story was, I was in a lot of little movies, and then I got an audition for this show called Family Ties. And on this show called Family Ties, I met my wife, Tracy, and we have 4 kids, and I'm an actor, but that's the most important job I got because it produced my marriage and my life. And Michael J. Fox is on Shrinking this year as well. He's playing a Parkinson's patient because Ford's character is going through Parkinson's. And the idea that in 2026, it's the first time we're getting Harrison Ford and Michael J. Fox together is a sin. It is a crime. And they should have been together.
Each other in the 80s, right?
How did they miss each other? How did they not do a quippy action movie at some point? A fun comic action movie.
Yeah, like he did it like Michael J. Fox with James Woods, right?
Yes, but instead of James Woods having Harrison Ford would have been better. But he's killing it, Shrinking. I'm mildly obsessed too. It's one of the best shows on television. Harrison's speech was so wonderful. I agree. Ryan, Shrinking is one of my faves. The Bitey Christ, Silent Hill was cheeks as expected, but not as bad as some are saying. Yeah, but the problem with like Silent Hill is fun to play. Silent Hill makes horrible movies. I would also say Resident Evil makes horrible movies, but we got a new Resident Evil movie coming out where it's Mike Flanagan, who's really good.
Give it some hope. We're in a good stretch of video game movies right now.
Yeah,
they're tough though.
Michael J. Fox on
video game movies are really tough. You've got to get the right tone.
No, I think
they are. It's either really corny or it's decent.
I don't know if we've cracked the code.
All the way. That's the way you have to go.
With regards to the video game movies, I don't think they've cracked the code. I think it's more along the lines of the last 2 movies they've made are basically, there's no way to make them not like, there's no way the Mario Brothers movie is going to fail. There's no way.
Okay.
There's a way Minecraft could fail, but the way they chose to go about doing it, making it super stupid, was good.
I can't get behind Minecraft. I didn't play the game. I didn't understand the movie. It went over my head. I wasn't drunk enough. I wasn't high enough. I don't know. I couldn't get behind it. So
I'm noticing a trend. Can't get behind things. I got it. I understand. But
Mortal Kombat was great. I can't wait for the sequel.
My problem with video games that have come out in the past 10 years are boring. It's already a movie. Same with Last of Us. I think Last of Us is pretty good. But I think Last of Us is good because of the acting, right? The actors they got were the right actors.
It got wobbly this last season, but it's still really good.
True, but
I like Twisted Metal, but they went camp all the way too.
Return to Raccoon City was better than any of the ones done by the bad P.T. Anderson. Yeah, I agree, Timothy. Return to Raccoon City was more in line with the game, but we're getting a Resident Evil movie from Mike Flanagan, who's one of the great horror directors right now. He he's done some he did some of the Legend of Hell House, or not Legend of Hell House. Going up on Mike Flanagan, and I like him.
Aren't they on like 7 or 8 movies now too?
Well,
Close, right?
yeah, okay. So Mike Flanagan, just so we're cool. The Haunting of Hill House. He also did Midnight Mass, Fall of the House of Usher, all great on Netflix. He did The Life of Chuck. He did Doctor Sleep. He's really good, and he's working on a Resident Evil movie right now as we speak. But his stuff is really good, and so I have faith in him that he will make a decent Resident Evil movie. I don't know, like Return to Raccoon City was fine because it was close to a video game. Let's see. I sat there and saw the exact same thing I played in the game. Why do I want to watch it again? Fair. I think part of it for some people is if you don't get the portions of the video game that are there, they get disappointed. Like, why am I here if I'm not going to follow it to a T? I feel like series for video games works better. I like Fallout, and I thought Last of Us was great. I think series might work better because they can do more with the background material, the Easter eggs that are part of video games that make video games fun. It's a way to do that. Okay, so good news of the week.
Game of Thrones was getting made a movie.
There's going to be a Game of Thrones movie by the Andor director.
Prequel.
By the Andor writer. Other news. Well, that's good news. That's okay news. I don't know that we need a Game of Thrones movie. Like, we've got so much Game of Thrones right now as it is. We got the original show. We got the new show, which is really good.
Haven't heard. I've heard mixed reviews on the new show, so I haven't checked it out.
That's absolutely incorrect. The new show is fantastic. It's the House of the Dragon that's in the middle for me. The House of the Dragon is mid. Like it's good, but it's like then it goes crazy. Let's celebrate an anniversary, an important anniversary. Since you like monster movies so much, Raven, and I already had it up before you dog Godzilla.
Oh no.
A happy 93rd birthday to King Kong.
93 years.
93 years of the greatest.
I've seen this.
Oh, thank God. Jesus.
Yeah, but have you seen this one or the 76 one? Or
King Kong premiered in 1933, March 2nd, 1933, Radio City Music Hall, RKO Roxy Theater. Audiences were captivated. Listen to this. The movie earned a profit of $650,000, a figure that would grow to $2.8 million by the time it re-released in 1952.
Rocky Horror comes from?
I'm sorry, Fay Ray? Yes.
Exactly.
That is where the line comes from.
Actress.
Yes, that is Fay Ray. She is right there in his paw. But it is one of the greatest movies of all time. It is an astounding achievement. It is so well done, and it captivated audiences. And if you watch it today, it's still pretty great. And it holds up. Like the effects are
for that time.
The stop motion effects are super cool. He's called the eighth wonder of the world. And he's been a pop culture icon for 93 years. Like he is.
It's crazy.
There are gods like 91 it was 1991 King Kong was deemed culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. Went to the National Film Registry. In 2010, Rotten Tomatoes ranked it as the greatest horror film of all time, and this 56th greatest film ever made. And it's one of the great. In 1933, we're 90 years in on this phenomenon. He's made a bunch of movies. He's currently can be seen in Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. He's very part of season 2 of Monarch.
I think they would do some type of tour with the original movie, though.
What was that?
Type of. I said you would think they would have put the original movie out again, cleaned up, something like that.
I think they will at 100 years, huh?
Yeah,
like sometimes,
even in the I'm just saying at 90
they should have.
93.
No, I'm just saying recently they should have done it like 90, 95, 100.
Yeah, I don't think it gets as much acclaim or as much love as like The Wizard of Oz that gets put out every 5-year anniversary. You know what I mean? Or Gone with the Wind that gets put out.
I ain't gonna lie, I know him as a monster, like Gorilla, Rocky Horror, and then Jack Black did it, and then I saw the original. So,
how are you raised?
You're old. I'm not.
How are you raised?
I'm gonna get myself in trouble again.
Maybe you're. Well, I don't know. Game of
Oh
Thrones.
no. I mean, I'm
is
horrible. I
exciting for
haven't
me
seen
as a
half the
hemorrhoid
shit yet.
diagnosis. Laugh out loud from Timothy Sheriff. Is 76 Kong is the
I
best.
love that one too, Ken.
I don't.
I do.
I
love
don't. 76 Kong almost killed Jessica Lange. She almost died at least 4 times on the.
But
on
she
the film.
didn't die, did she?
But she could have.
She was floating in water in the beginning, lost
that
at sea.
movie and King Kong Lives are so bad, though. They're so bad compared to the original, and then even compared to the Peter Jackson 2005 one. The Peter Jackson 2005 one is great. The Peter Jackson 2005
That
one
made me actually watch the original. Don't bang it. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't like the Ferris Bueller one that killed Godzilla for me.
I don't know that many that aren't fans. Yeah, the thing about King Kong is it's first, right? So he's before Godzilla. He's before all the other, like, he's important. He's an important ape. So celebrating 93 years is important. Let's talk about this story because it broke my fucking heart. And I'm going to put it up and we're going to read through with it. This is Bruce Campbell's Facebook page. And it basically describes that they found out that he has cancer. It's treatable but not curable. And that he's stepping away right now from things. And I know we had talked on the show a couple weeks ago about there was a news report that he was stepping away from the Evil Dead franchise. And we were like, I know I was like, I think Jerry said something too. I don't know that I like that. I don't want him stepping away from the Evil Dead franchise. And at least
who's going to take care of the Deadites? That's
what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
But I'm thinking of Bruce Campbell and the idea that he has a movie he's working on. He's had to cancel some con appearances.
And that man loves cons.
And
he's amazing at them.
He's a great ambassador for film. Like he's a great actor. I think he's
so kind to fans. If you have a chance to meet him at a con, I don't care how much it is, do it. He is so nice.
I think he's an underrated actor. I think he's an ambassador for going out and talking about how hard it is to make movies, going out and talking about movies and following a love affair with movies, like, because him and his friends went into the woods and filmed a movie and created one of the greatest horror franchises of all time in 1980, 81, I think it is, with Evil Dead. And so he's just a great ambassador. I'm thinking of him. I'm sending him all of the warm healing energy I can send him. And I want to say no to the cancer. You can't have him. Like he's ours. He belongs to us and his family and all his fans. And but it made me sad.
Yeah, this timeline needs him. We need a little bit of levity.
We need another Bubba Hotep.
We need Bubba Hotep, one of the greatest.
Yes, exactly.
That movie's so good. By the way, just so we're clear, the Duffer Brothers clearly saw Bubba Hotep because they're doing the new show where it's all the old folks at a retirement community fighting monsters. I'm like, you've clearly seen Bubba
like
Hotep.
Superheroes.
The Burrows, I think it's called the Burrows, is the new Duffer Brothers show.
I thought it was called Cocoon 4.
No, there wasn't even sweetie. There wasn't even a Cocoon 3. Sweetie, there wasn't even a Cocoon 3. What are you doing?
I know that.
Where's your little, but Cocoon 4, but you jumped right to 4? Cocoon 3. We had Cocoon, which, by the way, just so we're clear, Cocoon is a great movie, but as a pop culture thing, I want to go over really quick. The old people in Cocoon are kind of assholes. Like, they're not good people.
I only found out there was the Goon 2 from Jokes like this week.
Stay out of the pool.
No, the alien says the guy, you can bring you 3 and your wives. They let them do it. And the one wife gets better and all this other stuff. And then they just abuse it and they kill all the aliens. And then they have to put the aliens back in the ocean.
What's wrong with them? They're dying.
You're killing them. You're sucking the life force out of them. In many ways, Cocoon is Cocoon is the United States of America, and the old folks in the United States are just sucking the life out of it. Just in many ways, Cocoon is a perfect representation of
Damn Wilford Brimley.
of the country. Of the country. But I want to wish Bruce Campbell the best. I hope he gets whatever he needs, and you know, he has so many fans, and we love him. Okay, I've hit all my stuff. Jerry, what do you got? Well, let's do comments, and then we'll do Jerry's basement. Oh, fucking Cocoon. Diabetes. Yeah. The amazing Wilford Brimley. By the way, just so we're clear, I remember watching like Wilford Brimley and Cocoon, Wilford Brimley and The Thing, and Wilford Brimley always plays older than he was.
Right.
So like Wilford Brimley in The Thing, he's playing like a scientist. I think Blair is supposed to be like late 40s, early 50s. I think Wilford Brimley at the time was like 31. Like,
yeah,
like
he always looked like an old guy. Right?
He always looked like an old guy. And I think even Cocoon, he wasn't that old. Like just crazy. Shot. Anyway, let's find out. Let's get to a weekly tradition on our show for anybody who's never watched. Jerry, where is it? What came from Jerry's basement this week? Is it a toy? Is it a game? Is it a movie that will inspire madness? Is it a bunch of Jaws shit like last week? That was amazing.
It's kind of like that, but it's a different film. So this week, yes, we've got some Phantasm stuff. We've got.
Look at you. Is that a disc holder?
That is a disc holder, disc collection.
Jerry, you're the reason I watched this on my TV, so I can actually see what the hell you're showing.
We've got a tall man figure here.
Angus Scrimm. One of the scariest.
That is awesome.
I think Phantasm is one of the scariest franchises.
We've got.
I've been hearing that they were going to redo Phantasm for years now. Are they ever going to do it?
No, but I think another thing that came up is one of the things that come up is the lead actor in it is very sick right now.
Oh,
Reggie is very sick.
Reggie Bannister.
Is very sick.
The
Reggie's
Plymouth. And on the top, I met A. Michael Baldwin, and he had him sign the roof of the car.
Oh, that's super cool.
So had him sign that, and then
a Phantasm collection.
Like when my kid was in Boy Scouts, we had the Pinewood Derby. I made myself a Phantasm Pinewood Derby car.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool.
It's both, Jerry, it's both awesome and psychotic at the same time.
Yes.
It's awesome.
It didn't win.
Here's the thing.
Awesome.
Let me ask you a question. Honestly, this is an honest question. So you go to the Pinewood Derby with that little car. How many people got it?
Nobody.
Nobody got it.
Nobody.
Stupid nerds.
Now the adults made cars too. Like the kids made one.
Yeah, but how
many? Had his, but I had mine because they had.
Any of the adults get the idea of a giant ball on top of a car and go, "That's more amazing than it."
I mean, if you add weight to that, that's going to definitely help, right?
Is these little things are off of a lawnmower? They're points, and I shaved them a certain way, soldered them on to the little ball. Yeah,
I do like that. Your Pinewood Derby car is the most terrifying car and also could take out the other cars.
Wait, because when we have more episodes, I have more of this.
More Pinewood Derby themed cars?
Yes.
We might have to have a Pinewood Derby themed episode just to talk about it.
I was going to convert these too. I was going to make some spheres out of these. I have two of them. Eventually.
Phantasm. The interesting thing about Phantasm is they're an acquired taste, but like once you get into them, they're so much fun and they're so terrifying. They're completely like, and Scrim is great.
Awesome.
And they all end with good endings, and like they're super scary. Anyway, they terrified me as a kid. We're in talks with Reggie from Phantasm to try and get them both on your show tomorrow. To help with the show tomorrow to help with their GoFundMe.
That would be awesome.
We would love
That'd
that.
be really cool.
Raven needs a segment. Does she? I thought she could just bounce around, like making fun of the olds on the show, which is what she does.
Which
She's
is
like,
really
"Oh,
funny because I am old.
You're not old though.
No, you're not.
I am.
Not tomorrow, Fat Fingers. Who are you calling Fat Fingers, Ridgely? I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're thinking, buddy. But I
Hey,
refuse to be called. I mean, they're not
man
fat.
above.
They're
You
regular
should pop
size.
on because I want to ask you guys a question anyway.
To help. What are you trying? You're trying to help with my fat fingers? That makes no sense, Joe. I don't understand. Raven's asking for you to get on if you're out of work. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you got work. Shit.
Yeah, I think he's at work. He might be at work. I don't know. He works 50 hours a week.
I could just ask you guys. That's fine.
So wait, you have a question for it? Let's do the question before we get into it because it's a very deep dive on the Twilight Zone this week. So
Oh, it's a
what's the
very deep dive. Very deep dive.
It's one of the greatest episodes ever made. So go
Damn,
ahead.
and I don't have my paper to draw a picture.
You just need to draw one thing.
Okay, got a question.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about Woody being bald? I told you it had to do with Pixar, but we moved on.
Oh, about Woody being bald in the Toy Story trailer?
Are you taking it as a personal insult? Because there's some people very angry about this.
I didn't even see
No,
it.
and
I don't have a problem with anybody being bald.
I don't have a problem with baldness at all. And also, what I would say is
I think it's a funny joke.
plastic toys from the 70s and 80s. Those things,
Yeah,
wore
their paint
down
would come
when you
off
played
all
with
the
them.
time.
They wore down when you played with them.
They did.
Just a voice. And he's like,
Just
and
a voice, but I
he
had already
sounds like
asked
Vader.
this,
He just sounds. It's like,
Somebody get
just heavy breathing into the camera.
I can't hear. What the hell's going on?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
oh no, he can't hear. And he called me fat fingers. He can fuck right off.
No, the fat fingers was technically to help with their
Oh, it's about his fat fingers.
My
I say
fat
that about my
fingers.
nails all the time.
I knew exactly what he meant. I just wanted to bust his balls.
and make me sound like an ass. Okay, Raven, what's going on?
Oh, I already
Raven-
asked. You're late to the game.
Well, I was trying to get on here without, exposing
Oh, I
myself.
wanted your opinion if you felt insulted by the whole Woody
Wait a
is
second. Are
bald
you
thing.
in the sphere because you're naked or something? You don't want to
Wait,
expose
what?
yourself.
JW, how you doing?
So that's something I can't get behind.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Well,
behind
that's the
anything
point.
like that.
Listen, I did my
That sounds
shot for the
scary.
night. I was dared. I did my drinks, and I am not that drunk. Sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Why would I care if Woody was bald or not? Or are we talking about
There's some
bald
people
Woodies?
very angry about this, and I just wanted to see if this is just like stupid bullshit, or
I mean, do you want me
were
to
you
tell
guys
the
actually
story?
upset?
Do you want me to tell the story again about how when I got my
No.
stint, the poor kid had to shave my
No,
Woody
no,
bald?
No.
No, I
What I would say
learned
is,
way
I
too
think-
much about
I
you
think
last week
the
on
bald-
last week's show, man. No.
I will say the bald Woody thing, the bald Woody in Pixar's Toy Story 4, I should say, is an interesting thing where
You jerk.
as we get older as fans, sometimes we act goofy about shit. It's like Luke getting too old in Last Jedi, right? There's a whole
Kind of. And like,
You're
there's some people
attacking-
really
you're
angry
attacking
about
us.
this, and I think it's
you're
Or
attacking us
drinking
'cause we're
blue
getting old.
milk?
I think that's so stupid. You're attacking us because we're getting old. I don't.
Well,
I mean, Woody's
I don't
supposed to be a
even
toy from like the 70s or like
yeah,
60s.
I think it's. I
It
think
makes
it's-
sense
the
that
idea
he's going to have
people are-
more wear.
Let me tell
idea-
you, Toy
idea-
Story lost me at Sporky. All right?
You're out of
Oh,
your
I love
goddamn mind. He's
Sporky.
amazing.
No, Absolutely not.
He's amazing.
Listen,
It doesn't matter.
I am an artistic person. My niece is artistic. She makes things like that. Sporky was an amazing character.
Amazing. Also, you can find Sporky in various places.
I also love that he's kind of like
go on that one.
Low.
Thank
Okay.
you, Jerry.
It's like the Jar Jar character.
Exactly.
I like Jar Jar.
Just so clear, Jerry had to roll his eyes twice before he agreed.
Is like part of the bad side.
It's like Seven in Married with Children.
Like they wanted to invent another character when they didn't need to.
Well, I don't know. I like him.
I like Jar Jar. They're gonna make him a bad guy.
I don't think he's gonna be a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
No, I really think they
he's
should
talking
do
about his own fat fingers left out
on the fan theory.
Amy, I know he's talking about his own fat fingers, but don't let him off the hook. He didn't put a comma. Okay.
Thank you, Amy.
Amy's defending you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find paper so I could draw for this one.
Okay,
My
let's cross
drunken
over into
sketches.
Twilight Zone Redux.
This
my
one's
favorite
actually in
person
the
of the week.
picture.
This,
So wait a minute before you get into the Twilight Zone. Take that down for a second.
Damn it.
Take it. Oh,
Go ahead.
hey, you guys invited
really want
me.
a circle
I didn't have
just
to come
like
up.
Joe. Like
What's your
it would be
question?
perfect.
Go.
I want Raven to have a segment when she's on. Raven,
That's
what do
fine.
you think? What could be your segment?
I think her segment is just sitting there kind of making fun of us.
My segment is I showed up.
Her whole segment is the show.
You have to have something.
Well,
I got given something like 2 weeks ago, so I have in the background. Does that count?
Show your Voodoo Ranger can collection. Something.
Yeah, really. Is that a whoopee
I got
cushion?
given this by like somebody who watches the
how
show.
about this? I have an idea. How about this? This is my idea. Raven's segment will be one thing of news that we have not covered. She will pick
okay.
one thing off
Give me a second.
a giant, massive list of stories,
And
we will discuss
she'd be
for 2 minutes.
she'd be uninterrupted.
Well, I don't know if she'll be uninterrupted. I can't help it.
Well, I know you have a hard time not interrupting anybody.
That's what it
now
is.
I'm just trying to sit here like thinking what am I excited for? So the only thing I'm really excited right now doesn't happen until June, but I have a couple friends that are very excited about the upcoming season of One Punch. They made me watch the first season.
I don't know what that is.
One Punch
It's
is a character
manga that they turned into a live action
One
show.
Punch.
Oh,
So I could not get into the manga whatsoever.
Like
However,
Vampire
I
Hunter
love
D?
the campiness
I like that.
of the live action. The second season starts, I think, in the next like week or two. They just put out the last final trailer. Check it out. It's just a bunch of craziness and bright colors
so here's
a weird
here's the deal.
story.
I think Raven gets her segment, but she's got to name it.
Animated.
She's got to come up with it and draw a picture for it. Is what has to happen.
I will create a splash card.
You know
for
what's
her
really
if she
funny
likes.
is I have not really drawn whatsoever since Randy passed, and these are the first pictures I've drawn. And some friends are like, "You're really, really out of practice."
Then this is a perfect opportunity to draw.
I'm not going to promise where my mental health will be in the next few weeks.
That's even better.
I will be here.
Exactly.
That's even better. Like people perform.
You draw the picture. Joe will put it in a splash card, and we'll put it and make it your segment.
Steven Tyler and Joe Perry wrote their best music when they were stoned out of their mind.
Can we now get to the cannibalistic aliens?
I still prefer Joe Perry O'Sherry without.
What about Rocky Horror?
You mean Steve Perry?
Steve Perry, yes, not Joe Perry. Joe Perry is embarrassment. Sorry.
Amy writes,
you knew what I meant.
Gullible.
I did.
You're not gullible. You're not gullible, Amy. You have no idea what's going on with the egos of two crazy people that run a network together. You have no idea. It's just madness. And I want to play with him because he said fat fingers, and everybody says I have fat fingers, but they're not as fat as they
I wasn't talking about your sausage fingers. I was talking about my fat fingers.
Fat fingers when you're talking to a naked dude.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't want to expose myself. Whatever the fuck that means.
You know what's really funny is that these remind me of college assignments we used to have to do as warm-ups that were called like 60-second quick draws. where you would hear something and you would just have to draw whatever came into your head. I hated them.
Different kind of draw.
Oh God. Okay. Let's get to the Twilight Zone. Okay, Twilight Zone Redux. He's actually on the Redux page. You'll notice him in the middle. That's a big dude. Okay, so this episode of the Twilight Zone is called To Serve Man. It is episode 24 of the 3rd season. It premiered March 2nd, 1962. The opening narration goes something like this: respectfully submitted for your perusal. A Canamint, height a little over 9 feet, weight in the neighborhood of 350 pounds. Origin unknown, motives therein hangs the tale. For in just a moment, we're going to ask you to shake hands figuratively with a Christopher Columbus from another galaxy in another time. This is the Twilight Zone. It is one of my favorite opening Twilight Zone comments, Jerry. It is an incredible narration. Submitted for your perusal is fantastic language. And this is where this episode is, that's why it's special, right? So this episode involves, well, first off, I have a really great picture for it. The Canamints are 9 feet tall. They all look like that. That's the silhouette.
It's an awesome poster.
That's the scary. And that is what they look like. They're constantly weighing people in the episode, which is fun. The episode begins, though, with it's a guy smoking a cigarette in what appears to be a jail, but it turns out it's not a jail. It's not a cell. It's basically a room on a ship. And there's a light on the wall that's talking to him, basically saying, hey, Mr. Chambers, you need to, put the cigarette in the right way to avoid any kind of problems. You need to eat. And it's a loudspeaker that's giving all kinds of stuff. And he's both aggravated and agitated. He's clearly
doesn't want to be there.
In a way, yeah, he does not want to be there. And so basically it involves these aliens that come to the planet and they go to the UN and they're walking around and they're 9 feet tall, played by Richard Keel. And he plays all of them in the episode because I would imagine there are not enough actors big enough to play other Canamints. But this is how
they speak, but they don't speak with their mouth.
Right. They don't speak at all. They speak with like a voice box, and he never moves his mouth. He never talks. And because basically they're a telepathic alien race, and basically they come to Earth and they have a book. They go to the United Nations. I didn't say basically. You
said it 3 times in the past 10 seconds.
They go to the United Nations. They have a book. They're flying saucers, and they're coming down. And this is the panic Michael Chambers. He's so panicked. But basically, they give him a book. Fuck. And the whole movie, the whole episode is about these Canamints giving them everything,
and telling them that they can
basically
they can grow their crops. There won't be any wars. They could solve all of Earth's problems.
So it's like The Martian.
They create utopia. They offer to
don't mention utopia. Another movie while JW is talking. He gets very angry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it is what it is.
Thank you, Raven.
But that's what the episode is. They're claiming
they're going to solve the world's problems.
They create a utopia for mankind.
It's a little bit of a mix of The Day the Earth Stood Still, and other sci-fi from the 50s and 60s.
Let's do something fun.
What was that?
Let's do something fun. A trivia question. And remember, I showed a couple of pops a couple of weeks ago or whatever. So let's do a trivia question. What was the last cigarette commercial on TV and what year? First person to IM the Indie Escape Network with the correct answer, we'll send them a pop or something. or not.
Interesting.
You mentioned cigarette. He was smoking a cigarette at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
do you remember JW?
No, it would probably be Marlboro Camel. Would be my guess.
But I
Joe
mean,
Camel.
do you remember a cigarette ad on TV?
I mean, I remember a cigarette ad on TV, so you guys.
Well,
have
John Wayne was a major one at one point.
I mean, I remember cigarettes
remember it
ads
at
on
all.
TV up until like the 90s.
No, absolutely not.
It was
They were
before we
outlawed
were
before
born.
then.
It was before we
No,
were
because
born.
I'm still seeing people smoke in the 90s.
No. Advertisement for cigarettes on commercials for TV.
Oh, I don't know. I looked like I was older than 18. They had just sold them to me.
It was before any of us were born. Just saying.
I don't remember it at all.
Even JW?
No, I don't remember it.
No,
at
I'm
all.
saying older than him.
Yes. He and I
All
are
right.
close in age there, buddy. Be careful.
He's close in age too. He's
I just turned
acting like
50.
some whippersnapper. Like, oh, can I ask a trivia question to you old folks?
Well,
He's
it's a
older than me.
legitimate question.
There you go.
I mean,
No, I know. It's like,
you're going to do jazz hands? What the hell was that?
Those are bad fingers.
What is Raven holding up?
that's an amazing picture. Hold on.
It is pretty good, though.
Can I make it bigger?
Okay. Wow.
Well done.
I don't have a beard anymore. I only have a mustache and goatee.
Well done. Well done.
And Raven,
yeah,
you're
let's
fired.
So the aliens come.
So
And
the
basically,
questions I have for next week, I don't have to do. Okay.
well, I think we just name your segment Joe's Fat Fingers.
I can get behind that.
The many
There you
adventures of Joe's Fat Fingers.
So the Canaanites come. They solve all the world's problems, but then people start taking trips to the planet, and they start talking about like every time somebody
Oh,
leaves.
this is the one with the big brained alien.
Yes.
He already showed like 5 pictures. You haven't seen.
I was drawing.
So also this episode also ends weirdly, Jerry, right? Michael Chambers is the character that's trapped in the thing. At the end of the episode, as he's getting food, he turns to the camera and starts talking to the audience. Are you trapped? Did they capture you yet? I'm stuck here. So it turns out the whole episode is about a book. The book is called, they figure out the title of the book, but it's not till near the end where Chambers is going to the planet that they figure out, and this woman is doing the transcribing.
Yeah, and she
yelling, runs up.
Don't get on. Don't get on.
Don't get on. I figured out what the rest of the book is. It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook. How to serve man. This is what he looked like on set. And if you recognize Joe, here's a better trivia question, Joe.
Okay.
Because we did the cigarette question. Let's do a better trivia
Is that
question.
Lurch?
Jerry knows.
No.
Jerry knows who it is.
Absolutely, Lurch.
Can you give me another villain that this actor played?
James
in major
Bond.
motion pictures.
It's Lurch.
Super. It's not Lurch.
Damn.
James-
And I'm a big Adams Family fan. I was hoping.
It's super easy.
Was he in a James Bond movie?
Is that
Yes,
Riff
he
Raff?
was. Yes, he was. He was Jaws. That is Richard Keel. He is Jaws from the Roger
Damn,
Moore Bonds.
Wrong Rocky Horror Bond reference.
He was in Pale Rider too.
He's in Pale Rider. He's in a lot of movies, actually.
Yeah, he is. Longest Yard.
A couple cool little trivia things before we do the final narration. The saucer segments in this movie. The first part of the episode is a white light traveling across DC, and that is from The Day the Earth Stood Still. So it's an incredible kind of like Rod Serling respecting like another sci-fi property.
You know,
And then the other saucer at the end, this saucer, is from a movie called Earth versus the Flying Saucers, which is also super cool. It's one of the greatest episodes, and the closing narration goes something like this. The recollections of one Michael Chambers, with appropriate flashbacks and soliloquy. Okay, more simply stated, the evolution of man, the cycle of going from dust to dessert, the metamorphosis from being the ruler of a planet to an ingredient in someone's soup. It's tonight's bill of fare from the Twilight Zone. Again, what I think stands out for the episode, Jerry, the narration, the opening narration, the closing narration are so well written. They're funny, they're witty, and they're also like incredibly well written. The episode itself is terrifying, and just the idea that there's giant weight stations set up for every person that gets on the spaceship, and everybody in the show is just rushing to get on the scales and then get on the ship, as if like they,
go to another world to visit. Woo.
I'm going. They, it's a billion miles in less
You
than
are
3
a
days.
buffet.
The Canamets are what they're called. They would also return, another bit of trivia, they return in 2020 on an episode of The Twilight Zone where they show up again as kind of a quasi-sequel in an episode titled You Might Also Like, which is directed and written by Oz Perkins, who is the guy that's responsible for Long Legs and a couple other things. So he is clearly inspired by the original, and Oz Perkins is one of the great young horror directors working right now. One of the best episodes. Next week, after To Serve Man, we get episode 25 of season 3, and it is appropriately titled The Fugitive, and it's basically about an alien that's hiding out on Earth. Where have you heard that one before? We'll talk about it, and a bunch of bounty hunters come to find him on Earth. And again, this is the 60s that the show is done, so it's like
The Hidden.
The Hidden is great.
I love that movie.
I was thinking of Men in Black too, like just the
Critters.
What was that?
Critters.
Critter, yeah, Critters has bounty hunters. I Come in Peace.
Yes.
I Come in Peace.
Oh, that's a great. What
Tie
else
it
did
to
that go
something
by?
that's
I
current
come in peace.
logo.
The tagline was "I come in peace, you go in pieces."
Well, no, I Come in Peace had 2 different titles.
Really?
Yes, it did. Oh, what was the other one? It did. You're right.
Did it? Okay, let's find it. Dark Angel.
Dark Angel.
Yeah, there it is.
Ding, ding, ding. I win.
You do.
I do. It was quick.
So with Jessica Alba?
I
Different
beg
Dark
your
Angel.
pardon?
Marlboro, Camels, and Winston, says Ken McKernan.
1990.
What
movie.
year, Ken? Answer the question. What year?
It's the year my
Oh,
dad
Praxis.
graduated from high school.
92.
No,
No,
my
absolutely
dad.
not.
Oh, your dad graduated from high school. Holy fuck, I didn't hear that.
Yep.
60? 6?
No.
A one?
My
70,
parents are relatively young.
73, 74.
When did you all graduate?
Wait. Jerry's got to be okay. Jerry's the same age range as me. So 21, 17 would be 70, 69, 70.
Close.
You guys 69, 70? I graduated in 01.
We didn't graduate in 69, 70. His parents did.
Oh,
Jesus
his
Christ.
Okay, just because I
Work
was
on your
just
Joe's
message.
Fat Finger segment for next week.
Wait.
This is her
Just so
segment.
that my messages were announced.
That's what I'm
Timmy, if
saying.
you-
Her entire segment is just to be like, "Are you guys old?" That's what
No,
she does the entire show.
wait. I'm just gonna say, Timmy, if you look back, I did take the double shot. Just look back. I did take it.
Timmy.
She
I had
doesn't
an
need a
8-track
segment
player in
'cause
my glove compartment.
she
when I
doesn't need a segment
graduated.
because she's doing running commentary on our age the entire show.
It's
Okay,
not
but
always about your age.
my graduating year won't tell my age though. So because I graduated early by a couple of years and started college the day after I turned 17.
Okay, I was 16 when
too
I
far from
graduated.
Okay, what is happening? Why are we doing graduation?
I don't know why I thought we were
Like
talking
she
about
said, I
graduation.
graduated in 2001. What year did you guys graduate in? And then she
I didn't
thought
hear
that we graduated in the 60s, and obviously
No,
that
she
didn't
thought we
happen.
graduated in the
the
60s.
drink.
I'm just telling you,
It's
that's
been
her
a long
segment.
day.
You guys are old should be the name of her segment.
I saw Night of the Living Dead in the movies when it premiered.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I didn't.
He didn't. He wasn't even a twinkle in his daddy's eye at that point.
Well, he may have
Hey,
been.
I can't wait till the drive-in season starts. I love seeing all the old movies. It's like the best thing. I'm just like check marking them off.
That's what you should do a segment from. You should do a segment from the Mahoning Drive-In where you do a live segment talking to people at the Mahoning Drive-In about their experiences.
That's pretty cool. Sure.
And then you can braid Jerry's hair.
I need to see if I can get a ride. Hi, I'm
don't
Raven. I do a segment called Joe's Fat Fingers.
You know, the first movie I can recall seeing at the drive-in was Death Race 2000.
Hold on. What was the first thing I saw at a drive-in?
I know. Well, first movie I saw at a drive-in was Star Wars in New York.
Oh, I'm embarrassed.
Oh, I don't know.
First movie I saw in a theater was Star Wars in 77. I was 3. It was the Viewmont in Scranton.
Well, in a theater, what did I
think one of the earliest memories I have, and this is going to show that I am a girl, is I think they had replayed Cinderella sometime when I was really young.
Yeah.
And I remember we went to McDonald's. We got the little Mickey Mouse, the McDonald's little thing that had the
Cinderella
little mice
did a
in it.
re-release in 87, 88. Hold on.
I was 4.
Well, I'm just saying, yes.
John, how about at the Circle, Platoon and Something Wild, double feature? I was there.
Okay, so we moved away when we were younger, but my Circle Drive-In, when we came back to the area in 87. If you remember, I didn't come into Pocono 88.
Yeah, it was a little after that.
I've never been to a drive-in.
You've never been to a drive-in?
Really?
Joe, you got it.
Really?
That's gross.
You have to.
That's so gross.
That's
some of my best movie experiences.
Wow.
So summer of 87, Jerry, ready? Here, listen to these two.
You need to visit PA.
Summer of 87, ready, Jerry? At the Circle Drive-In, the first thing, because my dad knew Mike DeFino, who owned the Circle Drive-In, right? So when we moved back to the area, we went to the Circle Drive-In. The night we went, it was Lethal Weapon and RoboCop.
I saw the.
I was 13.
I was at one of those.
It was the greatest single night of my life. It's the single, like it's just.
I am just coming to the realization that I've been kicked out of a lot of drive-throughs, drive-ins, and movie theaters.
Same summer, 87. My dad was looking for work, doing things. We did Predator at the Viewmont, and then we went downtown to the Ritz and saw the Untouchables on the same day. My dad called it Busman's Holiday Day.
Let me tell you, I've never been to a drive-in, but my best friend across the street on Long Island, we went in his bedroom. You could see the drive-in theater from the window, and we were able to watch Ghostbusters and Gremlins without any audio.
Oh, that's cool. Either way.
Well,
I'm I'm all for the stealing. I'm sorry.
It sounds cool, but you can't hear the movie.
Yeah,
well, I understand that.
They had the canisters on the poles. Like the poles
and
are
someone who learns
the poles, but the poles are
movies
gone.
But now you tune into the radio station.
I hate that.
They're on.
I love the giant boxes that you had to put on your car.
Green.
They used to be green. Yes.
Hang them on your window, but the poles are all still there. JW, they're all still.
The poles are like they're de facto parking spaces.
Yep.
Right.
You guys grew up north. I mean, I moved down to Florida when I was 8. So who wants to be at a drive-in when it's 99 fucking degrees out? And
I would argue that. Well, first off,
that's like perfect. Somebody should like really start making drive-ins in your
that
area.
Are year-round down here. Down in Florida, there's at least there's only about I want to say like 2,000 or 3,000 drive-ins in the country right now. There are 4 or 5 active year-round drive-ins in Florida.
Oh, nice.
But I'm talking about
cool.
in 1985, 86, 87, when I was a kid in Florida, when cars weren't what they are today, and you can't keep it running with the AC on. And
We don't have the AC on when we were at the drive-in. We're sitting
Well,
outside of our
if
car.
you're in Florida and it's
communicating
100
having a
degrees out, what do you do?
At night in summertime up here, it's not 100 degrees though.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Well, and
last summer we
I
had
would
a
also
few
like-
We had
nights that
blankets. We
were.
were laying in the back of the pickup with blankets and pillows, watching the movie.
Yeah, back of the pickup, you get the.
So,
lawn
I mean,
chairs.
the heat and humidity down here is a very valid fucking point.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not-
a good point for back then, sure, because cars didn't have what they have now. That's a good point.
Visit PA. Come see a drive-in.
Yeah, there's 2 active working drive-ins in Mahoney.
I want to see freaking Raven host one of those things at the Mohegan.
I'm
not
trying
Mohegan.
to get the guy
Mahoney.
to like come
Mahoney
on. I keep edging him on.
Well,
Tell them to
invite
get in touch with me.
They just went through. Yeah, but wait, I don't want to put any pressure on. They just went.
Yeah,
they
no,
lost somebody,
they're
right?
really busy throughout the year. I don't want to put pressure on Virgil because they're like
I'll
super
put pressure
busy
on
throughout
him.
the year. They do a podcast, they do a tour. They like
So
right now
have
they're
them
doing
on,
their
have
tour
them,
where they
have them
visit a whole bunch
on
of
your
places for
podcast
35
then. This
millimeter.
one, have them on here.
Well, we can. I'll reach out. I know. We have people that. I think one of the things is he's busy.
It's a really
I
good
do send
community
him-
up here. They do a lot of stuff.
I do
Hey,
send him- I
Jerry,
do
let me
send
ask
ideas.
you one thing. Do you know how we know JW's having a good time? It's after 10:30.
Oh, what is he missing?
Is it? I don't even know.
I'm not missing anything.
Well, no, JW usually cuts it by 10:15, 10:20, and he's
Well,
got to
yeah,
talk to
I
a
mean,
man about a
yeah, I try to
dog
keep
or
it-
something.
I try to keep it manageable. I try to keep the podcast manageable. I do my best. But tonight we're talking about things. We're talking about our past.
We're having
We're working
fun.
on Raven's
Admit it.
segment. What was that?
It is.
Don't have a segment.
We're having fun.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's fine.
Wow.
It's not Oscar worthy.
I'm
Is it?
here.
It's yeah.
Damn,
Raven
dude.
drawing her
It's
fat fingers.
okay.
It's okay. It's okay. That
I like the
that brings
drawing
us to the end of the show.
technical.
No, when is your show on again? Your show is on. Is it this Thursday or
Last
next
week.
Thursday?
Next Thursday, and we're going to have a pretty big AI show that's going to blow people's minds. So anybody who is against AI or pro, you got to join. It's going to be big.
So I mean,
Can I poke and like make questions that may cause problems?
Absolutely. That's what we're looking forward to. We want
I
to
have mixed feelings. There's
we
some
wanna
things I really feel
debunk.
like AI should be great for, and then I have things that are like, ooh, AI should be horrible.
Delightfully
we
difficult.
want to debunk all the myths.
Have you seen
Wait,
the
can you
pit this week?
what?
The
I'm sorry,
pit's
what?
really talking about like AI a bit this season.
Well, the pit's talking about AI. Also, I mean, we had a pretty big AI story last week. You're talking about the pitfalls of AI. We actually had Anthropic got fired by the government because they didn't want to give government control to AI machines with no human interaction. So
yes,
is
but
that
I've
what we're
been
gonna
told
be
that's
talking
too
about
political
next
for this
Tuesday?
show.
Or are we just going to be talking about making AI actors that are going to be derived from other actors, so actors are going to lose their jobs?
Any and all questions are
I was told
welcome.
this was too political for this show. I couldn't bring up Bad Buddy.
Any
for fuck's sake.
and all questions are welcome, and I'm producing it, so
Jerry
I
looks
will
like he's
dying. The
dying.
questions up.
JW looks like he wants to put a hole in his head.
All I'm thinking is I just need to figure out a way to AI a handsome face on myself.
Well, I like your
I would
Die
like
Hard
AI
clips.
to not kill us. How about that? I would like AI to not
But
pull a.
did anybody see the latest Dracula film?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one, the
Okay.
French one?
Wait, Nosferatu? No, the new one.
The new one.
Sorry,
The,
Nosferatu lives in the back of my
the
head.
love story.
Yes.
Okay. So the biggest problem I had, my wife and I liked the movie. Biggest problem we had was the fucking gargoyles.
Okay, that makes sense.
If you know what I'm referring to, I don't want to do spoilers or anything, but they looked like shit.
Yeah,
Well,
I get it. Yeah.
I think there's a weird CI, not AI, but anytime they do CGI instead of practical, I feel like horror films should be doing practical, but
it was sort of like the Alien movie before the last one.
So you are okay. So Untrained and Unscripted next Thursday with Riot, Ryan West, and Joe Ridgely. We'll be talking about AI.
With a major AI company.
You got any big band stuff coming up with Slapjaw?
Where'd Raven go?
We're gonna do some writing.
She disappeared.
So
her internet goes in and out. We could call that could be our segment too. And Raven's internet.
Yeah, we're planning on doing some writing. So
we're gonna do some writing.
Hopefully, we got new material that's gonna come out before too long.
So, JW Movie Guy, Facebook, Twitter, all those places, right? Threads, Blue Sky. We're doing Going My Way on Monday with Rich. Rich will also maybe be able to discuss Project Hail Mary. That's Monday night. And then next week on this show, we have a very big show with Mick Strawn and Jared Burris from Pig Hill. Looking forward to that. It should be a really great show. And then Friday, I will be doing a new release Friday. I will get a more in-depth review of Hoppers, which is like my happy place.
So I didn't hear about that. Did you go to an early screening, or is it coming out this week?
They had a national early screening for everywhere. For Disney had a national screening because they want to get the word out about it because it's fantastic.
Gotcha.
So I did Hoppers with the nephews. They loved it. I loved it. It's wonderfully weird and inventive and wild and good stuff. And then I'll also be I'm seeing The Bride on Thursday, so we'll talk about The Bride and Hoppers. And Raven's back. Raven, where will you be? What will you be doing this week? Anything good? Aside from working on what your segment's going to be called? Because it can't be called Joe's Fat Fingers.
She should do the drawing thing.
I think my wife would have a problem with that.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. My sound just
No,
clicked
no.
on. What did you say?
Oh, God.
All I heard was I would think my wife had a problem with that.
One girl.
Oh, Joe, don't be saying stuff. Don't be.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
What did I say?
The joke.
Not you. Not you.
Not you. Not you.
I like the idea of you doing a drawing for your segment. You name your segment. You draw your segment. You send it to Joe. He
Was that
does
wrong?
With your picture.
No, it was fun.
I like it for two reasons. I like it because I know you're a great artist. And I also like it because, I don't know, maybe you need it.
If she's a great artist, we need to utilize her more, please.
I'm telling you, I think she needs to keep the Joe's
some
Fat
reasons
Fingers.
why I haven't
We
been
need
doing
a Joe's Fat
anything.
Fingers t-shirt. I'm not going to lie.
Joe's Fat
Joe's
Fingers
Fat
t-shirt.
Fingers t-shirt.
Listen, I had
As
some
long as
technical
we get
issues.
a
I literally walked in on
JW basically
Joe's Fat
t-shirt.
Fingers. We should
That's
call
fine.
it that.
I don't
What the hell?
Basically, t-shirt.
You
That's
feel,
pretty good too.
I mean, it's either Joe's Fat Fingers for your shirt or the 3 C's, which Jerry and I are the only ones that get it. And then
And I can cancel your show
why would you cancel my show?
because we're not doing the 3 C's when I was fucking 16 or 17 years old. That was 30.
You were young. You were in college. You didn't
Yes.
know. Anyway.
Better than Joe's Fat Fingers?
Discovery.
Man, the things I get quoted on this for this show, I got Zombie Dong and Joe's Fat Fingers.
Well, and then Jerry saying, I can't get behind
Stop
that.
saying shit. Stop saying zombie. You said zombie dong. It wasn't my fault.
Listen, I think
And then
Zombie
Joe's
Dong's
Fat
great.
Fingers thing,
Nosferatu
that was a joke I was
great.
trying to pull off. And then
Bone
everybody thought I was
Temple
like,
made sense.
What,
people,
you were
and
asking
Amy in
me,
the
what were
comments
you
saying, I
asking
don't
me,
think
though?
Joe
You
said
were
about your
asking me a
fat
question.
fingers. Christ.
Oh.
Now that I'm back on, what? Now that I'm not having a technical difficulty because I put a charger to my phone, what were you asking me?
This should be a movie.
What are you working on? What do you got going on? And what do you
This
think your segment's
Friday,
gonna be
I
called?
will be this Friday, March 6th. I will be at the Emmaus Theater. I will be doing Rocky Horror Picture Show with Sweet Translucent Dreams. It starts at 10 o'clock. Come see me. Come see the cast. Give to local art.
Sweet.
Hey, do me a favor. Say hi to Kyle and his wife for me.
If they're there, I will.
Oh, I thought that was their thing.
I work the lights at Emmaus, so I don't say hi to anybody. I just sit in the front and not communicate.
My bad.
I don't get on stage anymore.
Right,
I'm old.
sorry,
I'm
it's
retired.
a rare
This is a
Rocky
young
Horror
person's game.
antisocial night. Because everybody knows that you should be antisocial at Rocky Horror.
Oh,
Listen,
I've
they're
seen some
happy that I get
things at
out.
Rocky Horror.
They want me
Nice.
to get out. That's as
Thank you
far
for
as I'm
joining us.
going so
We've gone
far.
really long. Everybody have a great night. Go see some movies this weekend. Hoppers if you got
Watch
kids.
Crawl. Watch Crawl.
Crawl. It's fantastic. Have a good night. Stay
Watch
safe.
Goon.
Celebrate King Kong.
I didn't
and
know there
don't
was a
discuss-
sequel till you said so.
Don't discuss Joe's Fat Fingers unless you're talking about the Indie Escape Network and Loud and Nerdy. Bye.
Thank you.